Hi, I have Cinderella's Very Merry Christmas. And this is by Andrea Posner Sanchez and illustrated by Elissa Marachi. Look, it's snowing, Cinderella announced to Gus and Jack. Christmas was a day away, and the princess was very excited about her first holiday with the prince. It's going to be just as I've always dreamed. Cinderella looked all around the castle's grand living room. I can put a wreath on the door, some stockings on the mantel, a tree by the window. Tree too big for me, Gus Gus and Cinderella to carry, interrupted little Jack. You're right, Cinderella agreed. We'll have to get some help. Just then, a burst of sparkling fairy dust whirled around the room. Did somebody call for help? It was Cinderella's fairy godmother. Bippity-boppity-boo. Doesn't just work on gowns and pumpkins, you know. I can make any occasion extra special, she told the princess. The princess was thrilled to see her old friend. After a warm hug, the fairy godmother asked, So, what's this I hear about a tree? Cinderella explained that she wanted a nice little Christmas tree set up in front of the window. Leave everything to me, dearie, the fairy godmother said as she raised her wand. Cinderella and the mice headed for the stairs. Well, we'll be back as soon as we have the ornaments. I know the prince will love our handmade ornaments, Cinderella told her mouse friend. Together they created decorations with odds and ends the mice had found around the castle. They cut snowflakes out of white paper, and they used strings of beads for garlands, and they glued ribbon to the pine cones. Gus and Jack held up a big star made from a shiny paper. Don't forget this, Cinderella. You can both help me put the star on the very top, Cinderella told them. Let's see if the tree is ready. Cinderella and the mice went back downstairs. They couldn't believe what they saw. What do you think they'll see? Ta-da! Announced the fairy godmother. The biggest, tallest tree imaginable was standing in the living room. It was covered from top to bottom in gold and diamond ornaments. Oh my, Cinderella whispered. It's lovely, but is the size wrong? Asked the fairy godmother. I can make it bigger. No, that's not it, answered Cinderella quickly. I was actually picturing something smaller and simpler. Like the ornament Cinderella made, added Jack. The fairy godmother knew just what to do. With a wave of her wand, the huge tree disappeared and a smaller one took its place. "It's perfect," Cinderella told her, clapping her hands with delight. "Let's hang the ornaments and place the star on top." "Now we can work on the gift for the prince," Cinderella suggested. The fairy godmother said some magic spells. Poof! A, a diamond-covered saddle and a golden pair of riding boots appeared. "They're very shiny and beautiful," Cinderella commented. "But the most special gifts are the ones that come from the heart." "The prince likes cookies," said Jack. "Me too," added Gus. The princess thought that was a great idea. Everyone went to the royal kitchen to bake cookies for the prince. "Ta-da!" announced the fairy godmother as she held up an enormous cookie. "I'm worried that might give the prince a tummy ache," Cinderella said sweetly. "Perhaps these are more his size." She handed the fairy godmother one of the cookies she and the mice had baked. I didn't know non-magical cookies could taste so good," the fairy godmother exclaimed. Later, when Cinderella went off to make another present for the prince, the fairy godmother decided to decorate the rest of the castle. Luckily, Gus and Jack were there to keep an eye on things. After a long, busy day, everyone slept well that night. They all had sweet Christmas dreams. On Christmas morning, the prince and princess rushed downstairs to find Jack and Gus singing carols. The living room was decorated just as Cinderella had planned. "Everything looks beautiful," the prince told her. The prince picked up a present from under the tree and handed it to the princess. "I made this myself," he told her. "I hope you like it." Cinderella passed a box tied with a ribbon to the prince. "And I made this just for you." They opened their gifts at the same time. The prince received a portrait of his horse. Cinderella got a painting of her darling mouse friend. "I love it," they said together. Christmas in the castle was even better than Cinderella had imagined. And the most wonderful part of all was that she was able to spend the day with the people and mice she loved most. The end. I hope you like that. Have a Merry Christmas.